here is Kadir. Let me talk about Scrum events. Prescribed events are used in Scrum to create regularity and to minimize the need for meeting not defined in Scrum. All events are time-boxed events such that every event has a maximum duration. Once a sprint begins, its duration is fixed and cannot be shortened or lengthened. These events are specifically designed to enable critical transparency and inspection. Failure to include any of these events results in reduced transparency and is a lost opportunity to inspect and adapt. The sprint. The art of the Scrum is a sprint, a time box of 1 month or less, during which a done, usable and potentially releasable product increment is created. Sprints have consistent duration throughout a development effort. A new sprint starts immediately after the conclusion of the previous sprint. The sprint content consists of the sprint planning, daily scrum, the development work, the sprint review, and the sprint retrospective. Sprint planning. The work to be performed in the sprint is planned at the sprint planning. This plan is created by the collaborative work of the entire Scrum team. Sprint planning a time boxed to a maximum of 8 hours for a 1 month sprint. For shorter sprints, the event is usually shorter. The Scrum Master ensures that the event takes place and that attendees understand its purpose. The Scrum Master teaches the Scrum team to keep within a time box. Sprint planning answers the following. What can be delivered in the resulting increment from the upcoming sprint? How will the work needed to deliver? So answer for the first question, what can be done this sprint? The development work to forecast the functionality that will be developed during the sprint. The product owner discussed the objective that the sprint should achieve the product backlog items that should be completed. The entire Scrum team collaborates on understanding the work of the sprint. The second question, how will the chosen work get done? So having set the sprint goal and selected the product backlog items for the sprint, the development team decides how it will build the functionality into a done product increment during the sprint. The sprint goal is an objective for the sprint and can be made through the implementation of the product backlog. It provides a guidance to the development team on why it is building the increment. It is created during the sprint planning meeting. The sprint goal gives the development team some flexibility regarding the functionality implement within the sprint. Next, the daily scrum. The daily scrum is a 15 minutes time boxed event for the development team. The daily scrum is held every day of the sprint. The development team plans work for the next 24 hours. This optimizes the team collaboration and performance to inspecting the work since the last daily scrum and forecasting the upcoming sprint work. The daily scrum is held at the same time and place each day to reduce the complexity. The development team uses the daily scrum to inspect progress toward the sprint goal and to inspect how progress is trending toward completing the work in the sprint backlog. In this event, they raise 3 questions. What did I do yesterday? What will I do today? Do I see any impediment that prevents me from meeting the sprint goal? Then next, sprint review. A sprint review is held at the end of the sprint to inspect the increment and adapt the product backlog if needed. During the sprint review, the Scrum team and stakeholders collaborate about what was done in the sprint. It is an informal meeting, not a status meeting. Attendees include the Scrum team and key stakeholders invited by the owner. This is at most 4-hour meeting for 1 month sprint. For shorter sprints, the event is usually shorter. The development team demonstrates the work that it has done and answer the questions about the increment. The presentation of the increment is intended to elicit feedback and foster collaboration. The product owner discusses the product backlog as it stands. He or she projects the likely target and delivery dates based on the progress. Review of the timeline, budget, potential capabilities, and marketplace for the next anticipated release of the functionality or capability of the product. Next, the sprint retrospective. The sprint retrospective occurs after the sprint review and prior to the next sprint planning. This is at most of 3-hour meeting for 1 month sprints. For shorter sprints, the event is usually shorter. The purpose of the sprint retrospective is to inspect how the last sprint went with regards to people, relationships, process, and tools. Identify and order the major items that went well and potential improvements, and create a plan for implementing improvements to the way the Scrum team does its works. By the end of the sprint retrospective, the Scrum team should have identified improvements that will be implemented in the next sprint. Please watch my next video to learn more about Scrum. I will see you in the next video.